Hi everyone, thank you for joining our Foundation live Q&A. I'm now going to hand it over to our lovely lecturer to answer any of your questions.
Good evening everybody, my name is Carol Barker and I'm the Director of Curriculum, part of the SMB Group, and one of my areas I direct is the Foundation Department. My colleague will be joining us as soon as he can, Vimal Naker, who is one of our lecturers on the Foundation and also my coordinator for the area. I want to start off by explaining the courses that we offer. And within our department we have different pathways. So we focus on skills for working life. So it is primarily a 2-year course that we offer. In the first year in the skills for working life, as I say, we have different pathways. So if you're interested in going into catering, hospitality or retail, we have a specific pathway for those students. We also offer a pathway for anybody that wants to go into animal care or land-based land and plant. That's a pathway. And then we have trade, so anybody that's interested in going into the construction world, there's a pathway for those as well. So those pathways, and then we also from next year, so from 2022, we'll also be offering a combined pathway which takes elements from all of those different ones and puts it all together. And the idea of that, those specific pathways and the explore and discover pathway is to allow our foundation students the first steps into getting more knowledge about those subjects, as well as improving their independent skills and their maths and English, and upskilling their overall general communication and place in society. After that 2-year course, we also embed employability skills and also customer service as well. So while my students are with us, we do lots of different units to incorporate all of those brilliant skills, with the view at the end of the 2 years when they're on programme, our students then have got lots of different skills, lots of employability opportunities, and also will have the study skills to be able to progress 2 different pathways, either a pathway into our FE courses at level 1, level 2, or they go down the internship route and they join us on our supportive internships within our employment range of qualifications. Vim, are you online now? Have you managed your difficulties? Do you want to come in and give some more information? Oh, I think he's still struggling. I'll carry on. So as I explained, while we're doing all of the different units, and there are specific units for each of those pathways, the students will be either at Stevenson campus or at Melton campus with our designated tutors, and they will work their way through those different units. They will be doing lots and lots of in-class activities, which will help them to gain those criteria within those units. As I said earlier, we also do lots of independent living skills as well. So, and project work, we will do lots of things on CV writing, lots of health and well-being activities. Our enrichment side of things, we'll have guest speakers in. They will also go and do some work placement with us, and that will either be in the first year internally within our campuses within the different areas, and then when they progress to level 2 into the year 2, then we will be doing external work experience, and obviously they will be going alongside with their teaching teams and their LSAs and support within the class. So no student will be expected to do work experience without support out there with them. Some of those work experience days will be actually as the group goes on a whole. So for instance, they could go across to our Brooksby campus and could help in the animal care centre, or they could help maintain our college grounds and the allotments, and that would all be classed as work experience, where they would work alongside other colleagues and team members, and also potentially some other students as well, to really to encourage and to develop that team building activities. We do lots of trips out to local in the town, helping them with their independent skills. So Vim in his catering units, they'll decide that they're going to make lunch, and then they would be able to go into town with the members of staff, look at the recipes, look at the ingredients, go out and actually buy those ingredients and bring it back. So we embed all of those independent skills alongside the units that we are teaching as well. We do have some kit lists which are new for this year, so when to do the work experience and to do their practical elements of all of the courses, there is a kit list. So the students will have an apron and a hat for when they're cooking. When they are with the animals, they have overalls and the boots. The same when they're doing the land-based helping the grounds team, they'll wear their overalls and their boots, and that really helps them again to engage in the theory side but also the practical side. So today I'm in practical mood, and it helps them to organise themselves, thinking about that. What do I need for work today? What do I need for college today? So that is also a requirement for the course. All of our students will have, all of our groups, will have LSAs within that course core, and some of our students may require, because of their EHCPs, may require one-to-one support. So again, our application and in interviewing with the team, we talk about each student as individuals and making sure that their EHCPs and their learning outcomes and their individual needs obviously transfer from their current or present previous provider, and they transfer with us. So we work very closely with Louise Walder-Miller's team and put all of that help and support in place. For any of our students that may be online that are interested, ready for next year's intake, again, get involved with us early. We'll be going out to different schools, and that transition period is really important to us. For any student making that transition from school or a provision back into and joining us either this September or next September is really important. So please get in contact with us, and then we can also get involved at EHCP reviews, at PEC reviews, come into school and see how they are at school, and really start to form those relationships both with our students as well as parents, so we can really ensure that when they come back to us, oh hey, I've got feedback, there we go, and when they come school or every time I talk, it feeds back. Oh, it's gone again. Sorry about that. We're having technical issues. Maybe my internet's just about to go. So as I said, that early intervention with us is really start to form those relationships, both with our students as well as parents, so we can really ensure that when they come back to us. Okay, Vim, do you want to take over, because I'm getting some feedback?
I think it might be Vim if he's not on mute. Are you with us, Vim? No. Carol, we've had a question if you wanted to answer that.
Definitely.
We've had, if you start on the combined explore pathway, can you switch to another pathway?
So if you start on that in the first year and then you have a specific one, then yes, we can look into that to go into the second year. We do offer the two different qualifications within the pathway. So we have the certificate and also the diploma. So again, it may be that you complete that year and do the diploma in the pathway.
Hi, can you hear me?
Explore and Vim's back in the explore and deliver pathway, and then in the second year we could look to see if you chose that specific pathway, if then you could get your certificate in that. So there are options within, yes.
Brilliant, thank you. Vim, did you want to explain a bit about the course as well?
I think it's been why I'm getting feedback and where the difficulty is coming from.
Hi, can you hear me, guys? Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what's been covered, but I apologize. The internet's been really bad. But just to give you a quick overview, sorry if I repeat something, but basically we have got 5 lecturers in our group in the SEN Foundation department, all very fully experienced and qualified in their field as well. My field is hospitality. We've got land-based animal care, and we also work with functional skills, and we do a lot of work with employability skills. The courses I'm sure Carol has covered. Yeah, and just to give you an overview, once you do enroll with us, then your sort of journey will start from there. We'll give you a kit list, which will have everything that you require for your program. You'll get a timetable. You'll get assistance with transport, bursary, if you need a bus pass, if you need we have a nice cafe creative, which if you need food, we can arrange that through bursary, and also we can arrange transport to and from your home, which again you need to contact transport. We have buses all scattered all around Leicestershire, and I think it goes as far as Nottingham, Grantham, Loughborough, Leicestershire, well, Hinckley. So you're not restricted to where you are living at the moment. We also, once you do, depending on the course that you join, whether it's at Stevenson's or whether it's at Melton campus, if you are going to Brooksby, then the transport to and from Brooksby is provided from the relevant campus. So if you're going from Stevenson's or if you're going from Melton, that will be part of your course program. So you won't have to arrive at Brooksby. You come at Melton and you'll go from there. In terms of the courses that we have, all your rooms and all your classes are all sort of going to be industry relevant. So if you're going to be working with myself, then it will be all to do with hospitality, catering, retail. So we have a kitchen which has all the equipment there to get you going, and it will give you some life skills. At the same time, we want to get you guys some employability skills that you can transfer from us to your next program. And from going on to programs, then you can actually go on to an apprenticeship. You can go on to internships. You can also look at going on to employability. So you're not restricted just from our whatever program you do. Unfortunately, I can't hear either Carol or Becky's voice, so I'm just going to go. I'm working on their nods. I apologise. So in terms of class size, they are just below 10, and within the class there's normally at least 1 to 2, maybe 3 LSAs depending on the student needs. Every student will be individually assessed. We have various plans, healthcare plans and educational plans, so we should look at them, and accordingly the support assistant will be there. When the support assistant are within the group, that's not to say that they will only support one student and that's it. They're there to support all of you. So it's a nice small classes, and I think it's a complete sort of different environment. Nice, calm, peaceful environment. There is breakout areas. We have a nice cafe creative at Melton. We have a nice restaurant at Stevenson's and a nice big area at Brooksby where you can have a roam around when you do go over to do animal care over there. In terms of kit list, I did mention that, so we'll give you different kit list according to the groups that you're in. If you're in animal care, then it'll be things like overall, boots, but we'll let you know where to get them from and who will be your best point of call for. We've got the right suppliers, and you can just order them and they'll come through to you. So that's to do with all the kit list. Timetables, we start at 9:30. So if you're coming by bus or if you're coming by minibuses arranged by Brooksby, then you can also come by car if you're getting dropped off. So you come to Melton or you come to Stevenson for say 9:15. There'll be a meetup point, and then as you know your classrooms where you're going to go, you'll go to your classrooms and you'll start at 9:30. You'll have a mid-morning break, and then at 12, around 12, you'll have your lunch. 45 minutes, then you'll have your afternoon lessons, and by 4:30 you'll have an afternoon break, and then by 4:30 you are completed for the day. It is normally 3 days out of the 5, so it could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Stevenson's slightly different. They start at 9 o'clock, so you'll need to be there about 15 minutes early. In terms of your timetable, please don't worry, we shall give you that in before you start, to give you a time to arrange for transport. And within those lessons, you will have a range of employability lessons. You'll have functional skills, English and maths. If you have not completed them, then you'll be assessed accordingly and go on to the right grades, and you will go on to the right qualification, and you'll be working towards functional skills, completing that. So it could be over a 2-year period or 3-year period. Functional skills, if I can mention, is very, very important. English and maths you need to complete, so that will be part of your program, and it will be either in the morning or the afternoon, or it might be split up between the 3 days, but you'll be covering them. Within your 3 days, you'll also do your core program, which will be whether it's animal care or hospitality, customer services. If you are doing animal care, then you will have one afternoon or one morning where you'll be taken over to Brooksby campus to work with the animals. If you are doing the practical of catering, then there is a kitchen at Stevenson's and there is a kitchen at Melton. So depending on where you're based, that's where you'll be. And if you're doing a land-based program, which is to do with horticulture, then you may be partly at Stevenson, and we have a nice rural area at Melton, which has done really well this year or last year. So that's in a nutshell the whole sort of what we have to offer. I'm not sure what Carol has said just before me. I was trying to get the voice, but I couldn't hear. So is there anything else? Any questions?
We have
type
had
them, sorry.
a question.
Becky, you'll have to quickly type them, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
1 second, let me try, 1 second. Stevenson, and we have... Oh, you'll have to type it if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I will type that.
How many can go on to internships and how many can go on to level 1? Good question. So depending on how they are, so once they've completed an entry level 3 course, then we can look on to going on to level 1. We currently do level 1s in animal care. There is a possibility of doing level 1 in hospitality and catering. And if the student or the learner feels that they want to go into an apprenticeship environment or internship, supported internship, and that's where you can go to a place of work, be there for 2 days and 1 day at college, and there will be support, as it is in the title. For a few months they have a person there with them, but that's not to say the person there with them will be doing the work. They will be supporting them, and then by say December they would come off, and the learner would be there independently. So they have the choice of going into supported internship, or they can go into level 1 in their chosen field.
At the moment, we have a really good success rate. So we have 100% success. We have 100% success rate.
If you start on Carol, gone.
Sorry, if I would say we have 100% success rate for all of our students. So all of our students progress either into our level 1. Level 2 progression into our normal FE fields, and as Vim said, we've got level 1 in hair and beauty, we have level 1 in health and social care in early years, we have level 1 in construction, level 1 in motor vehicle, level 1 in animal care, and level 1 also in horticultural and agricultural as well. So we really have got those progression routes for those students that do feel that they would be able to go onto the level 1. As I say, we've had 100% pass rates for our courses, and all of our students have either gone into this year our FE courses, or they've gone on to an internship and gone into employment. We've had students that within the college that have started with us at foundation at entry level 2 or 3, and actually have progressed through mainstream college then and gone on to level 2, level 3, level 1, level 2, level 3 programs. And we've also had the huge success of our students joining us at foundation, going on to an internship, and then undertaking and confirming work out with our employers, and they are now fully employed within their chosen fields. This year we've had 2 really good success stories from foundation students that have just secured full-time positions at Morrison's in the retail sector, and that's due to the pathway and the experiences that they've had with us, and that preparation for the next stage. And that's probably one of our key strengths. We work alongside parents and our students to see and take them on the journey to get the best outcomes for them at every step of the way.
Brilliant. And another question we've had is it possible to go on to the level 1 land-based studies, which they think is a new course starting this year?
So yeah, we've actually, within the foundation department, we have actually, because of our numbers and the starting point of our students, we've just introduced doing the level 1 award within our department. So that's like a hybrid between the foundation and the level 1. So they will be doing an award with us, with a view that next year they will then go on to doing the certificate and diploma at level 1. So these students are at the level where doing the entry 2 and entry 3 wouldn't be stretching and challenging the students. They know that they want to go into animal care, but they're not quite ready to undertake the full level 1 course. So that hybrid qualification that we've popped in this year is for that group of students that still need some support with some of that independence and some of those study skills to complete a level 1 qualifications. You know, some of the assessments requirements require them to do written assignments and do some practical as well as some exams, and the students aren't quite ready to fulfill that, and therefore that's why we've put this extra qualification in for this year for the students, just so that we can help them still build their confidence, build their study skills, build their subject knowledge, and it gives them that 1 more year just to round themselves off and be really prepared. Some of our students might suffer with a little bit of anxiety, and those and therefore that qualification also helps just to gain that confidence. We've all had a very, very difficult 2 years in education, so hopefully that will help those students just gain that extra confidence to go on to that full-time level 1 course.
Brilliant, thank you. And I think that is the end of the session. If you have any other questions, please send us an email. The email addresses are in the chat box now. To make an application or sign up for a campus tour, visit our website, www.brooksbymelton.ac.uk or www.stevensoncoal.ac.uk. We'd like to thank our lecturers and thank you everyone for joining our live Q&A today. And thanks for joining for the whole session. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.